Sooner or later, open the door and let him in. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Boom, chicka, choo, chicka, choo. Hi, everybody. What's up, Leslie? All right.
The whiteboard and power smash right to that stuff, right?
Oh,
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
I want to download it. Go ahead.
Thanks for joining us. So my name is Paula Houghton. I'm the Director of Outreach and Engagement at Foundation Zinc. I just want to thank everybody for joining us today for our Beyond the Conference webinar series. Today we have Meredith Scott Lynn with us from Right Brain World. Before we get started, I just want to give you a little bit of background about Foundation Zinc. We're a national education nonprofit located in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Our mission is to improve the quality of education by building the skill of educators. We work across the school day with after-school programs, schools, districts, and states to create a brighter future for every child every day. If you're interested in learning more about Foundations, you can take a minute to follow us on social media, and I'll drop that info in the chat. You may already know us from our signature professional learning experience, the Beyond School Hours Conference. Beyond School Hours is held each year in February. In 2024, we will be in New Orleans from February 14th to 17th, which is the day after Mardi Gras on the 13th. We'd love to have you all be our guests. And if you are interested in coming, because it is the day after Mardi Gras, we highly recommend booking your hotel and flights soon. So without any further ado, let me introduce the incomparable Meredith Scott Lynn from Right Brain World.
Listen, all I know is that Elizabeth Sierra showed up. Gabrielle, oh my God, you're all there in the room together. Get out of here. Look at that. Wesley, thank you for putting your camera on. Amy, Jennifer, will everybody? Trisha Bennett's trying. Here's the thing about a Right Brain Meredith webinar. If you don't turn your camera on, I can't actually do it, right? So this is about, we're all here. We're not just, I get it that you could log in. Hi, Tina. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Jels. You're going to get the credit, even if you, I get that. But when you show up and we just see each other's faces and we do it together, that's kind of the point. So I'm hoping Pam and Trisha, Cassandra, Melissa, Angela, maybe people will turn their cameras on because it's only an hour. And look how fast I talk. I'm going to talk fast and we're going to have a great time. This is so nice. Okay, great. Hi, Sadiqa. Gabrielle, I'm so happy you're all there. This is so awesome. Oh, and the Dream Academy. Yay. This is great. I feel like we're going to wait 1 minute till everybody feels maybe inspired to turn on their camera. What do you think? I'm feeling it. Suzette, come on, girl. Come on, people. Jalsa, am I saying it right? Jalsa Gibson, am I saying that right?
Jaleesa,
did you bring enough for everybody? What is that snack?
I did not. It's a giant Kit Kat bar, though.
Oh, Jesus, that's not fair.
I need
Jasmine McWilliams, who's in the background? What's happening over there? Hi, Jasmine. All right. Hi, Jennifer Acosta. Irit. Hello. Jennifer, you got to tilt your camera down just a little. There you are. She's like, this is what we're seeing, Jennifer. Good. I think it's really Cassandra. Her internet is unstable. We're all a little unstable. I get that. No worries. No worries. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. For all of you whose cameras are on, I really appreciate it. Tina, I love a curly girl and your pink color on your walls. Thank you everyone for turning on your cameras. And I'm going to share my screen. Let me see where it is. Hold, please. Wait, Elizabeth, will you actually do this with us? You'll play with us?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
All right. I'm really excited. Okay, let me share my screen with y'all. No worries, Melissa. Yeah, no worries, Melissa. Okay. I'm looking for the little, there it is, screen share. Here it goes. And then I'm going to make this full screen. Will you let me know? Do all of you see this orange mind maps? When I go here, do you see grab a pencil?
Yep.
The Zoom update works.
Yeah.
Okay, grab a pencil paper. Here's what I want to say. I like to just do stuff, and I'm going to try, Paula. I'm going to try not to go over. I promise. I promise. But you know what I'm going to do before so grab a pencil, but I'm going to do something else before we do that. I'm sticking something in because we can. Paper and pencil or paper and pen. I'm going to give you a word, one word. I'm not even going to spend time telling you the definitions because you're going to know the word. And we're going to do a round of speed poet. Have any of you ever been on our webinars where we've done speed poet? Okay, I'm excited. So I'm going to give you a word. You're all going to write a poem in 3 minutes, whatever poem means to you. It's a free flow of ideas. It's rhymes. It doesn't rhyme. Maybe you do an acrostic, if you know what that is, where you write the word along the side of the paper. And if you do an acrostic, try to do a sentence for each letter as opposed to a word, even though with your kids, start with a word always. That's great. Whatever poem means to you, but don't stop writing for 3 minutes. I'm just going to give you 3 minutes. And the word is inspire. Inspire. Okay. So write that at the top of a piece of paper. Gabrielle, can you hear me? I'm seeing you can now. Great. Here's 3 minutes. You ready? Jalsa, anything you guys are feeling. 3 minutes, ready, set, write.
And then back up. Well, I'll tell you what, how about this? You don't bring me those feedback, I'm not approving your time sheet for early education services. Now, we'll put a note on there as to why. You can't do this.
I hope. The words inspire hope. You write a poem in 3 minutes. Keep going, 2 minutes. One minute exactly. "35 seconds. Hi, Amy Jackson. 15 seconds. Start to wrap up your thought, your poem, whatever that is. All right, here we go. Close up your thought. Take those extra seconds, especially when you have students doing this stuff. Or, by the way, everything we're going to do is as good for your teams and team building as it is for your students. But whenever they're still writing, who wants 15 more seconds? Who wants, always give them 15 more seconds, even if you give 15 more seconds 5 more times. But don't ever give them a whole extra minute. It's a little too long, Okay, wait, Shay, you can't put it in there yet. Shay, that's so brilliant. You put it in with your camera off. Okay. Shay, does your mic work so we could hear your voice read this poem? Ah, hi, Shay. Don't look in the chat box, everybody. Let's hear Shay read it. Will you unmute Shay and read your poem to us? We don't hear you, Shay. Okay, I'm going to read Elizabeth, can you see her poem in the chat box? Shay, do you see it?
Yeah, let me get it up.
Okay. Will you read it for us?
I will. Inspiration. You bring heartbeats, you bring joy, you bring hope. It's good to know that I can reach out to you when I feel lost, when I feel that what I'm calling for is far yet so close. You are my friend, my corner of the sky. My corner of the sky is the limit. I get you, inspiration. I just have to call.
Oh, and you'll be there.
here. Yep.
Oh, beautiful. You call on inspiration. Brilliant. Oh my God. She's a little frozen, Shay, but that was pretty great. Elizabeth, what did you write? Will you share with all of us?
Oh, I did inspiration too, Shay. Here's mine. Inspiration. It's the fire burning within, the flicker of flames, the tickle of dreams. It finds you asleep or awake. You can't touch it, but it burns deep inside and leaks out for all to see.
Beautiful. Woo! Beautiful. What do you got, Tina Query? What a great name. Tina Query. So good.
All right, so I did an acrostic. So
Show off.
with inspire. So no, interestingly intuitive, new appreciation, sunshine and rainbows, passion that is alive, innovative genius, rose-colored responsibility, enthusiasm and energy abound.
Beautiful. Rose-colored responsibility. That's a great concept. I love that. Anyone else who's sharing? Who's sharing? Someone else is going to share, Wesley. Let's go, Wesley. What do you got?
All right. Mine is it's so deep that it makes no sense whatsoever. So
So deep.
okay.
It makes no sense. I love that so much.
All right. So just trying to play off the word inspire. So inspire my desire with the fire. I'm a flyer. Make a wire of you, sire, on a mountain of some pliers, hitting souls that transpire.
Nah, you know what? Look at everybody laughing and enjoying that. Look at you laughing and enjoying. Like that, it makes perfect sense. And some student who just wants to rhyme words and makes all that happen and then delights and has paper with their handwriting on it, that's a successful poetry moment. So that was amazing. I love that. Anybody else want to share?
Looked like Gabrielle raised her hand.
Where,
Or someone on
Gabrielle?
Gabrielle's screen.
Come on, Hardaway. You got to unmute and you got to, how are we going to hear you? Gabrielle. We can't hear her. I think she's too far away. You got to come up, I think, to the microphone, Gabby. While she's walking up here, should I share mine while she walks up here? All right, here she comes. What do you got, Gabrielle Hardaway, our favorite partner in Texas? Don't tell all our other partners in Texas. What do you got, Gabs? We don't hear you, honey. Something's wrong with your, yeah, you could type it in. So, Irit, will you share yours while they figure out the tech on their end?
Yes, I wrote sort of a long acrostic.
Nice.
I'm always in awe next to artistic people who are sophisticated in expressing their plain ideas in creative way, interesting ways that always be interesting ways that able to connect and rejuvenate other people in many ways, especially in the areas of artistic visual arts, theater, and the written words.
Beautiful. Oh my God, that was beautiful. It was so clear we could follow the I, the N, the S. Couldn't you? You could follow it. That was beautiful. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, I wrote one for you. I wrote one for all of you. Know, for all the people whose screens are not on, know that I don't take it personally, but it hurts my heart. Like I want to see all of you so much, but I'm just saying that. Okay, I wrote this for all of you. You ready? When you inspire, you pull from the mire, wisdom and wire to wrap around fire. You take students higher beyond where they tire. They need what you give. It's time and it's dire. So do what you do, be bold and be you. Those kids want your gift. It's you. That's their lift. It's fine if you're tired. Just stay more inspired. My horrific handwriting. The only subject in school I always got an F on. The rest I was a straight A student, but look at that. Is that horrible? That's why I have a writing company. Here's what I want to tell you. There are a million words. Oh, Melissa, in spite of difficulties, never will I quit. Someone will be there to help, prepare, praise, or provide. Ingredients needed to relate, recover, or recreate everything needed to succeed in life. Beautiful. This is from a game we have. This is new, Elizabeth. I don't even know if you've seen it. I should send it to you. You would dig it. It's called Poets Play. And it's a very easy, small little guide with a set of 300 words. It's a word card that also has definitions, excellent ELA, excellent ELD, and it's all gamified. So I'm sharing it because whether you have Poets Play or not, when you get Poets Play, you have 300 words and a little game guide, right? So like this poetry game / lesson / activity, every student could do 300 times. And it's an amazing experience and one of our most popular things now. But what I want to say is whether you have it or not, you can just give your students a word. And there are unlimited words in the world. So when you would give them a word, show them the definition. Our words, the definitions are a little magical, like they're not right out of the dictionary in every case. They're meant to elicit kind of a poetic energy. But the way you can teach your kids a lot of vocabulary, they can comprehend the meaning of new words, and then write with a timer. And you could say, this time it has to rhyme and you can't write more than 4 sentences. You just can't. Do you know what I mean? And then you're like, okay, who wants to write 4 more sentences? It's just a brilliant way to get them writing. And it's S+E+L, it's vocabulary, it's ELA, it's fun, it's great for summer, it's great for fall, it's in school, it's after school. Does that make sense? So I want to put that out there. Okay, here's the fun, so excited. It's possible, Hope. It's possible, Hope Shepherd, that you've done this with me with this particular image. But since everyone's new here for me, I'm going to do it again with this image, even though I have another image. So what's cool is if you've done it before, it'll be brand new story because that's the joy of Right Brain, right? So let me just tell all of you, Right Brain, if you don't know us, we have many programs of all kinds, S+E+L and PBL, and all of it's embedded all the time. There's never project-based learning happening without social emotional learning happening. It all happens at the same time, always. And for showing up, I'm going to send Paula, then she'll send it to you. I'm going to send you a file of our C12 core component wheel because it's kind of brilliant and everything in it is what you're about, or you wouldn't be on this webinar. So I'm going to send her the file because on the back of this circle of what we call our C12 core component wheel are these classroom conversations. And it's like a whole program. We also have an entire program that was built out of this one sheet. But I'm going to give you the one sheet along with what I'm showing you today so that you have a ton of fun, free stuff to do. To do what we do today, you would need a screen. You have to project it on a screen. You wouldn't want the kids on their own screen looking at it. You could, but it's more awesome if it's led by you and up on a wall, but I'm going to send it to you. So, Tina, why not? Will you read this? And I'm doing this because this is what you would do in a room. You'd have your team member, because this is as good for your adults as your kids. This is killer PD, but you always want someone to read it aloud so you're not doing all the reading. Okay, what do you got?
Look closely at the next illustration.
Keep going.
Write a list of all the colors you see.
All right, so I'm going to set this clock for only 30 seconds. I'm going to give you a quick look at it. Have you done this, Elizabeth? You've done this image? Okay. You and Hope, I think, but I like it, so I'm going to leave it for everyone else. Is that okay? Will you do it again? Because it'll be different. Okay, I'm giving you 30 seconds. Make a list of all the colors you see. Go. Twelve seconds. Okay, that was 30 seconds. Now, if you're students, I might say, okay, you're all still writing. Amazing writers, who wants 10 more seconds? They're all going to raise their hand, but we're going to stop for now, okay? Sarah Seifert, did I say it right? No, Seifert? Okay, Sarah Seifert, what do you got? Read your list of colors, will you?
I have black, orange, brown, red, blue, green, purple, yellow, and white.
Perfect. Anyone say, look at Wesley. Yep, those are the colors. Wesley, you're so cute. What did anyone say any colors she did not say? Does anyone have any? Go ahead, Tina and Elizabeth. What do you got?
I added a turquoise, gray. I think those might be the only additions.
Nice. What do you have, Elizabeth?
I had aqua, gray, and gold.
Beautiful. So take a piece of paper, like a new sheet. Do you mind? Turn it horizontal. And in the middle of the paper, I'll do it on this little piece. Please, in the middle, just make a circle or an oval right in the middle. And then make some lines, like make it a sun. So it looks like this, basically. And then on the end of each line, make another circle, please, like a little oval, a circle, a box. I like circles. Okay, and in the center circle, write red, because I think we'd all agree that's the predominant color in the image, right? Can you guys unmute? Tell me some other color names for red, because our students, I don't care if they're the whitest, richest, most American born, smart kids. They got to know their primary colors, and that's kind of all they're taught. And then everyone else, that is all they're taught, primary colors. And especially English learners, if you have English learners in your world, that's it. No one's taking time to teach them other color names. And there are really fun, exciting ways to do it. So red, someone give me some other color names for red. You could just unmute as you have them.
Crimson.
Crimson. Write that in one of your circles.
Burgundy.
Burgundy. How about
Scarlet.
scarlet? How about rose?
We've got some in the chat, ruby
Oh.
and maroon.
Ruby, love. I had to put my chat box open, sorry.
I got the chat covered for you.
Good, good. Thank you. Ruby, maroon, perfect. How about my all-time favorite? Never
Rose.
Rose, good.
Rose.
How about vermilion? What? How about fire engine? Fire engine red? I like that. Kids like that. Mahogany. Mahogany. Okay, so, right? Here's what it could look like, except you could do this with every color. So now under the word red, really fast, write blue in that middle circle. Elizabeth said aqua, right? Aquamarine or something like that. And Tina said turquoise. So you put that under one of them. Then you have cyan, then you have cobalt, then you have navy.
Eel.
Teal, beautiful. Thank you, Cassandra. So you know what I mean? Now look at the sky. Orange, right? She said orange. Tangerine, pumpkin, burnt umber, sienna. Like, how amazing if for every color your students this summer or what in fall have a color burst, we have color burst worksheets like this in our programs, but you could just make them. And then they have a folder. And when they write a story, they get to choose crimson over red, which is just amazing and badass, right? That's amazing. So I wanted to show that to you. Now you have that list. Ready? Ideally, you have another little piece of paper or the same paper, right? As opposed to writing on the back of it. You'll see why. Will you read this out loud to us, Wesley? Oh.
All right, I'm with you. No, you're good. All right. Make a list of details describing the setting.
Great. What's the setting? Place, right? The place. Here's what I want you to do. Please take the characters out. You don't see the pirate. You don't see the bird. You don't see the little fish in the bird's mouth. No characters, just place, place, place. Time of day, weather, just describe the hell out of this place. You only get 90 seconds. Are you ready? 90 seconds. Ready, set, write. I see this poem, Gabrielle. "35 seconds. Don't write about the characters. Don't write what's happening. There we go. Pencils down. Okay, awesome. Oops, I put it on repeat by mistake. Let me kill that. Okay. Miss Gibson, would you share with us what you wrote?
Sure.
Thank you.
I wrote sunset, ocean, beach or an island, rocks, and shipwreck.
Nice. What is another word for sunset? That time of day.
I said
Eve.
twilight.
Ooh, twilight.
Twilight's very nice.
Dusk.
Dusk. So write sunset, then write twilight. Dusk. Aren't those more delicious, yummy words? Even though sunset's beautiful, most people will go to sunrise and sunset, but dawn and dusk, are just yummy in the mouth and in the ear, and Twilight's even more magical, right? So any chance you get to take a moment to say, oh my God, just tell me your name again. I gotta say it right.
You're good. Jaleesa.
Jaleesa. So Jaleesa, I love the word sunset, but now we know dusk, and I just love that you could teach them these other words, right, Jasmine? Ocean. How do you know it's an ocean? We don't. What else could it be? What are some other? So I'm going to say, Jaleesa said ocean. What else could it be? And then Jasmine might go, it's a river. Someone else will say it's a pond. So it could be a river. It could be a pond. It could be an inlet. It could be an estuary. It could be, right, a lake.
I said cove.
Oh, nice. Oh, Wesley, cove is good.
We have
Said
Siri
rocky
and Lagoon
coastline.
in the chat too.
Say it again. You go ahead, Paula. What's in the chat?
Lagoon.
Lagoon. Oh, that's my first, Tina. I'm stealing that at the next one. Never used lagoon. Here's what's great. Let's say you love science. Let's say you're a science geek, Hope Shepherd. So you're doing this, then you can say extra credit for anyone who does a little bit of research at home on different bodies of water. Like, right lake, right river, right ocean. Tell me all the little principles, the aspects of that body of water. And then if you do, you get a little extra credit, right? And then you give them, there's some extra credit thing that builds up over summer if you're doing stuff in summer or fall. And then you get them some little gift. You go to your boss and you say, can I please have a few little gift baskets for some of the kids who did all the extra credit assignments? But if you love science, there's a lot of science in here. Who else can tell us some settings? Jasmine, what'd you write? I love the curls, McWilliams.
Thank you. I was very similar to the last person who went. So I did say ocean. I said traveling. And then I said, what was the other word that I said? Let me look. Dark.
Dark. Interesting. I like it. What do you got, Sierra? I love that you're here so much. She's unmuting. Can I unmute people? I unmute. Can you read, Elizabeth, your settings?
Yeah, sorry. I did shipwreck, deserted island, Caribbean, twilight, Thursday evening, and
Thursday.
overcast.
It's just a Thursday. It's just a Thursday in the Caribbean. Someone's projecting. Someone wants to be on vacation already. I love that. And overcast. What are some other words for overcast? Cloudy. What else? What's that fun word? It's a science word, Elizabeth. It means like lots of clouds in the sky. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, you get it, right? Okay. Somebody read this for us, please. Hope, you can unmute and read it. Would you?
Make a list of details describing who the characters are and what they look like.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you 90 seconds. Ignore the 2 minutes. Okay. 90 seconds. Who are the characters? What do they look like? What are they wearing? Whatever you want to say about all the characters, 90 seconds, go.
Ah,
55 seconds. It's 33 seconds. Keep writing, Jasmine. Nice. Okay, wrap up your thought. So I might say, who wants 10 more seconds? And right, so you could have it, but I'm not going to give it to you now. We'll just put it down. Okay, awesome. Can someone share just a few things? Can someone unmute? Hope, what'd you write?
Pelican white with fish and bill, pirate bandana, pirate outfit with sword, white gloves, gold buckled boots, and black belt with gold buckle.
Nice. I like it. What do you got, Sarah Seifert? Can't hear you. There you go.
I put Steve the fish.
Steve the fish, of course. That's all you got,
Ah.
Steve the fish.
Yeah. I have a singing pirate. I also call him Pete the Pelican, but
Pete the Pelican and Steve the fish. They
mhm,
sound like a couple, Pete and Steve.
besties.
Besties, got it. I like it. Okay, you ready? While you're unmuted, Sarah, will you read this?
Write down your ideas about what is happening in the image.
Now, this we're not going to share after. You'll see why. So 90 seconds. Just jot down as many ideas as what's happening in the image. Ready? 90 seconds. Go. What's happening? One minute. Thirty-three seconds. You writing, Gabby? Fifteen seconds. Just get a few more thoughts out. Okay. Awesome. So let's put our pencils down. Okay. Ready? We're not going to share that one because now we're going to, can everybody hold up all the pages that they've written on? Just whatever paper you have, let's just hold it up to the camera so we all see. Look at, oh, cute, Tina. Look at it. Look at everybody's sheets of paper and handwriting. And yes, Liz, look, oh, Jasmine, Jesus. That's all from this, Jasmine? Are you kidding? Jasmine, hold that up one more time. Guys, look at this. Hold on. Let me see. Why you're pinned. I'm trying to pin you. I'm not good at it.
I'm also taking other notes as well.
Oh my God. Very impressive. I feel like an underachiever. Okay. Now we're going to lay all that stuff out in front of us. So Wesley, maybe you're going to tear those pages off so they're all in front of you. Now you're going to look at this picture and you're going to pull all of those details together. And I want you to imagine a young child, a 5-year-old in your life, a 6-year-old, who turned the page of a children's book just for them. And you're the writer of this book. And this is the picture on the page at the moment. So what is the narrative that would be there that you'd be reading to this child or that they'd be reading? So you're not going to say there is a boat, there is a sky, they're on the beach. It's going to be narrative, once upon a timey type narrative. And this could be in the middle. You could start and suddenly it's up to you. But write it to inspire and excite and delight a young person, boy or girl. Ready? You get 3 minutes, not 4. I'm lying about the 4. 3 minutes, ready, set, go, and pull from what you've already done. Excellent. I hear you, Gab. Two minutes exactly. Keep going.
Jaya Bajranga.
Please. One minute, 15 seconds, 75 seconds. Come on, Wesley. Mm. 12 seconds. Get your last little thoughts out. Raise your hand if you want 30 more seconds. Yes. I love that. Okay, 30 more seconds. Okay. Take whatever seconds you need to finish it up. Okay. Who will read? Look, Wesley's getting all ready to present. You see that? I saw that. I saw that, Wesley. Look, everyone's still writing. So Gabby, you still don't have your sound, right?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, now we can.
Uh-oh.
Now we can. Did you write a story, Gabrielle?
I did.
Will you stand up and share it real loud with us across the room?
It's not terrific,
You know what?
but it's
We're
mine.
we're not gonna have these limiting statements. Right? So now what if a student of yours, Gabby, said, well, it's not that great, it's not terrific. What would you say?
It's yours. No, I'm sorry. We're gonna work on it. Let me see what you say.
Oh, we're gonna say, you know what? We'll be the judge of that, or you'll say, but you wrote it down, and your creativity is not to be compared with anyone else's creativity. So, you know what I mean? We don't want to say, well, work on it because it ain't broke.
I know.
I know, you know, that's okay. What do you got, Gabby?
Okay. Okay. As the crimson sun rose over the horizon, young Jeremy sprang into action. The sea pirate surprised he made it to the rocky banks of the Galveston Gulf unscathed. His compatriots, not so lucky, still swimming to shore. He could hear the splish, splash in the murky brown water, because you know that's what we have. Walk! His trusty Peter Pelican, squawked with his green friend in his mouth. That's what I've got.
Nice. Yes, Crimson Sun, love it. What do you got, Tina? You're so adorable and delighted. I can tell you're like all jazzed.
Sure. Okay. It was twilight on a turquoise watered rocky coast with a feeding pelican perched on a ship tossed to the shore. Cracking in structure, anchors down, torn sails flapping. A singing pirate bandit yielding a sword donned the ship to secure the hull. What would he find? Castaways, riches, supplies. The ship swayed as small waves lapped and moved the structure.
Oh my God, that was awesome. Wow. If we had more time, and if you were a kid in a class, I would tell you to read it again a little slower, because that was so good. So many juicy things. Gabby, so good. And I love that you made it personal, and students will do that. They're near the Galveston Gulf. Like, I love that they all get to go, like I've been, like, that's what this is about. So that was excellent. Wesley, just because you buttoned up to share. So yeah.
Because everybody kind of interprets the assignment differently. What I did was I actually took the scene and I tried to organize all the things that we have done. So if I was going to write something, I would definitely write about, so my character is called Pete the Pirate. And his friends call him Egghead because he has head kind of eggish. And he actually is in charge of finding the treasure. And he finds the treasure because of a singing sword. And the sword is what helps navigate them. And they have to shipwreck because as they're going off the coast to this cove or this bay, his friend Willie the Pelican, who has these two fish in his jaws, those are their buddies, and they help them navigate. They're actually shipwrecked because they got to the close part of the treasure, and the singing sword is giving them the song that helps them get to the treasure. So I kind of navigated what we did. I didn't put it in formal, but that's kind of what I thought.
I like it, Wesley. That was awesome. And because Elizabeth has been editing and revising for the last, she's revising, so we have to hear it. What do you got, Elizabeth?
Okay. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the haunting music lured Diego the pirate closer to the shipwreck. As he climbed aboard the destroyed vessel, the eerie sounds got louder. Where is it coming from, he wondered. It sounded like it was coming from below deck. He raised his sword and marched toward the darkness, leading into the depths of the ship.
And then what happened? Like, wait, how many of you are dying to know what happens next? I am on the edge of my, proverbial seat. I love that so much. Here's what I love about it. We could now, because we're after school or we're an incredible teacher in school, we could break everyone up in groups and say, let's all, each group, write the song that was in Elizabeth's story. So what's the song coming out of that sword? What's the song that the pirate hears in the bowels of the ship? And then they go off and they write a little song, which I kind of love. Also, did anybody reference in their story the shipwreck in the background? Did anybody notice that? You did, Jasmine? So now let's say you read your story and you mentioned the shipwreck in the background, right? Now we could say to everybody, break them into pairs so everyone gets in a pair. How did that ship go down? What's the story around it? How did that ship in the back go down? What happened? Talk about it with your partner and then write that down and share it. So it's all this fun discussion and collaboration and it's so easy to look at a picture like this and get to write whatever you want. So they do it and they write and they write and they write. And then they have all this paper. I mean, we have 9 minutes left, right? And you've already all written a story. So I love that. So Jasmine, will you read your story? Will you read your story?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So it said, on a gloomy, dark day, there was a crimson red ship traveling the beautiful turquoise sea. You couldn't see anyone on the boat, but all you can hear is a piratey voice singing, "Oh, hoy, way to go. We are traveling the sea to find my treasure." They continued to sing and sing until you hear a big bang, and there was a ship crash. That's so far.
Can you sing? Will you sing as the pirate? Just be silly. You're never, we're all at home. Like, just bring it.
Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, hoy, way to go. We're traveling the sea to find my treasure.
Look at her. That was brave. And probably no one else on the call would have done it. So that was really great. I love that you did that. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to give you this, right? So I will send this to Paula, this whole digital moment, so that you have all those slides for the pirate ship. And then because you're here and because Elizabeth and Hope have already done the pirate, but it's my favorite for any number of reasons, but I made a second one with another image and it's so beautiful. It's a new image and you're going to love it. So I'm going to send all of you both. So you're going to have this whole experience with this pirate image. Then you're going to have the whole experience with another image, but I don't want to show it to you. I want you to you'll get the link, you'll download it. It'll surprise you. You'll like it, but it's a lot. So if I were you, because this is a free, beautiful resource, I would do colors one day. Then after you make this. So for half an hour, they write the list of colors. They're doing this. Maybe this takes an hour because they're like blue, and orange, red, blue, and orange, let's say. Next day, setting details, right? Just a little bit. Next day, character. Next day, what's happening. The final day, they have all this paper in front of them. It's felt like they'll come back on Friday or whatever, look at it and go, gee, I wrote all this. And then they write a story. Then they all share it aloud. That's a whole week of this creative writing experience. And I'm giving you 2 of them. So use them well. I know, because we use them in PD days all the time. It's really great with your team. It's just a fun, great thing to do to get any educators just out of their, we're also stressed all the time, students especially. And in summer, less so, unless you're in a summer program where they spend the first couple hours in like credit recovery and, summer school. So if that's the deal, this is just a delightful, nice way to get them out of their head, out of their left brain into their right brain. Because whatever they're doing for credit recovery or summer school, I promise it's not creative writing, promise, or poetry. You know what I mean? So really fast, because they're very nice. Paula will let me go a few minutes late, but we don't even have to. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to give you both these things. And also, I'm really easy to reach. Meredith, MEREDITH, at Right Brain World. I'm sure she'll type it in there. I'm terrible at it. Meredith at Right Brain World, Right Brain. Anything you need, anything, if you're using this and you have a question, hey, could I this or that, or what happens if we're here. If you call the main phone number, it goes to my phone anyway. So I'm easy to reach, and any number you call for Right Brain, Meredith answers first. Fact, because I switched it over to my phone when lockdown hit, and I like it. So I never switched it back. That's the truth. And I'm the only one who's going to answer when Hope in Florida calls at 8 a.m. and forgets that it's 5 a.m. my time. So I'm like, hi, it's Meredith. And she's like, hey, Meredith. And I'm like, girl, it's 5 a.m. But that's the point. We're here 24/7 because it goes to my phone, right? Second, get a clean piece of paper. Last thing we have, because we have 5 minutes, get a little piece of paper. Ready? You know how I've been listening a lot to, I love Law of Attraction. I love Esther Hicks. I don't know if you know Abraham, but I love all this I love the law of attraction and all the energy around whatever you're giving momentum to is what's going to be manifesting in your life, period, right? So just write on a piece of paper. Something I'm ready to let go of after I write about it now is. That doesn't mean you let it go. Something I'm ready to let go of after I write about it now is. Let's just all write that. I'm going to do it too. And then I'm going to give you just 2 minutes. That's nothing. Okay? Then I'm going to read you Gabrielle's poem because she sent it in a text. 2 minutes, something you are ready to let go of after you write it about it now. So you don't keep giving it momentum. We're just going to put it to rest maybe. Okay, ready? 2 minutes, go. "45 seconds. Five seconds. Elizabeth, will you just share and then go? You won't. You won't just share this one. I know you got to go.
I gotta go, but it was so good to see you. I will.
Elizabeth, congratulations.
All right, bye.
Goodbye. All right, who's going to share? Who's going to be brave and share something they are ready to let go of? Let's go, Jaleesa. Yeah, that's right.
You know, like how like in classrooms when you try to like avert your eyes so that nobody calls on you, it doesn't work on Zoom.
Does not.
No, I wrote, I've already been the happiest that I can be. It's nothing but downhill from here.
Oh, that's nice. All right, so you have nothing you want to let go of. I am envious. Who else? Who's listening? Who could share? Jasmine, what do you got?
I wrote my fears of existing in my dance class.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
So you joined a dance class.
Yes, I actually teach a dance class.
You teach a dance class. Oh, well, obviously you know and you trust that you're going to move through this fear because you would not have taken the job. Wow, you teach a dance class. So give us some dance moves. Just kidding. It's a hip hop class?
Yes, it is.
What? That's amazing. Oh my God. All right, Tina, what did you write? Here you go.
Okay. I said, I'm ready to let go of feeling like people continually let me down. I'm a giver and people love that, but I don't feel like others make the same effort. It hurts my feelings and I don't want it to bring me down. I love being with these people, but I don't value the input they put in, the effort they put in.
And you're ready to let that go,
Mhm.
right? Because you know what? When we're really giving, I would think, from when we're really like our source energy is giving, we don't even really notice. We don't care. And maybe we just start gravitating toward people who do give, but maybe the judgment of the people who can't or don't keeps us connected to them because we're empathetic nurturers. And we think if we just keep loving him and keep loving him, we're going to change, and then we're going to change him and they're going to get better at it. When really, like, let's all just go where the love is, right? Let's just go where the love is. I don't know. All right. What do you got? Who else? Hope, what do you want to let go of? Oh, Wesley, I love you, man. Love that you're raising your hand. You go first, Hope. We're almost done, Paul, I swear.
I want to let my anger at myself for not passing the K-12 reading test go.
Wow. When did you take it?
Last Thursday.
You took a test for students? What do you mean K-12 reading test?
It's a certification test. And I
Oh,
didn't pass it.
you know what? So let me tell you, people, I know Hope very well. She's a partner a long time. She is the most caring, compassionate, I mean, works herself to the bone, works herself maybe a little too hard, goes so out of her way for these students, these families, this community that she works for in Florida, that like just doesn't matter what her test score was. Everything else about her matters so much more in the world. And that's true about our students. And we just cannot forget that. They're more than a score, and Hope is more than a score. So in the way that she's trying to get certified, she's going to have to figure out a way to pass the test, right?
Yep.
But in a way that's it. You just got to like figure out how to pass the test. But few people will know how to care for these kids and give them what they need than you. So like the test score is just, it's so irritating. You know what I mean? You could be a brilliant writer and a brilliant reader, but not a great test taker. So like Einstein would fail the spelling test, literally would fail the spelling test. So I'm with you. Let it go, girl. Let it go. I'm with you. Go ahead, Wesley. What do you got?
So at some point, I think one of my biggest hangups is really understanding the difference between fairness and equity.
Nice.
To me, it's just, of course, being married, sometimes I'm like, oh, well, that's not fair or that's not equal. And, I need to kind of lay that to rest because I know at some point, you all put in, in a marriage or relationships or a friendship or whatever it is, maybe in the classroom, right? I've had days where I've gone in and I'm like, man, you guys aren't giving me the same amount of effort that I'm getting. But you know what? It's not really about that. It's about understanding that fair is not always equitable. And if you wrap your mind around that, I think I would be better to let that kind of go.
Also, and that's beautiful, Wesley, and the world needs more men like you. I think it would be good for you to know your wife is always right. It just doesn't matter. Like whatever you're thinking, just if you could just get that, she's always right. You're going to have a good life, my friend. And we'll end on that note. Does anyone else want to share anything? Don't we love Wesley? Can we give Wesley some love? The only dude on the call. So I hope you all got a bunch out of it. Look how much we did. You did a speed poem. You wrote all those, you did all those different components and levels, elements of the story to the pirate, wrote a full story. You shared a lot out loud. Then you wrote this little reflection, and I'm going to send you this stuff. So I'll send you the Inspire poetry card. So you have it, just so you could show it on a screen or make copies of it. Have your kids write it too. And I'll send you both of these. I'll send it to Paula, who will send it to you guys. And again, Meredith at Right Brain World is me. EDU program, edu program at rightbrainworld.com is all of us, like 8 of us get it. If you need anything, call us. And if you don't know Right Brain, I just want to show you really fast. We do many things, but the main thing we do is make published authors of your students. They write children's books, we publish them. So they'll get a children's book, for example, has no words, right? Has lines on the pages. Then after they go through any number of programs, processes, whatever, after school, in school, summer, they write a storybook, they edit, they share, it's revised, and it's published. And their photo and their bio is in the back of the book. And every word on every page, this particular book is in Spanish, but this book was written by a group of students. Look at this. It's so awesome. Look at this. Every word on every page is theirs. And look at their group photo. So that's like one of the big things we do. It's the main thing we do. And we have poetry, we have rap, we have journals, jam, we have improv. We have lots of programs. We have a beautiful science curriculum that aligns to the books they're writing. So if you need anything, we have a lot of resources and we customize to make it work for you. You say you have $1,000, we'll make it work. You have 10,000, we make it work. You have 100,000, we make it work. So we don't have like pricing on our website, but if you need anything, reach out. But what I'm going to give Paula today to give to you is a lot of good stuff. It's just not tangible, right? But I think you'll get a lot out of it. And then if you use it and you do fun stuff with it that we didn't do, send me an email so I can steal it and add it in, maybe, you know, to like, well, this cool thing happened, and because we love that. So if anybody wants to unmute and say goodbye, that's fun. Paul and I will be the last ones here for sure. And thank you for hanging another 8 minutes, and thank you for coming to the webinar. There are a million places you could be right now, and you're here. So real quick, Gabrielle Hardaway in Houston, Texas, wrote this poem for the word inspire. Inspire. Intentional efforts go out into the world, nurturing, loving, spirits soar high in our children, preparing with purpose, inspire others daily. Then she wrote, reflect, reset, re-energize, encourage. How great is that? Bam, right? Bam. So thank you all so much. Go do what you do. Please feel free to unmute and ask a question or make a comment on beyond.
Before everyone leaves, let me just take a minute to thank Meredith for being here and to thank all of you for coming and taking time out of your busy schedules, as Meredith said. I also want to just remind everyone to fill out the survey that's in the chat. You can get a certificate of attendance if you need one of those to show, you know, that you came and attended some PD. And we do have these every Wednesday at 1 p.m. So you can sign up for next week. And I hope to see you all there. Meredith?
Ticia, Lauren, Melissa, Pam, maybe, did you guys do this stuff? Like, did you guys yes, Melissa, I think might have. Oh, you did it, Lauren? Lauren Westendorf, you actually did it all. You just wouldn't put your camera on.